Hello everyone and welcome back guys to episode 7 of our NASCAR Heat 5 playthrough, where today we're here back once again in the Xtreme Dirt Tour. We've only now got 2 races until the playoff stage, so obviously it's getting quite intense now. You can have a look in terms of the championship standings. We are currently still on top by just 19 points over Tony Stewart after the win we were able to bag last time out there. Both him and Leslie Gomez each have a win apiece. And you can see Caleb Stevenson as well, a bit further down the order now, with 1 win from the opening race of the championship as well. But yeah, heading into this one though, obviously if you have missed out on the most recent videos, if you click above me, there will be a link obviously on the top right hand side of your screen. So if you click the I to the full playlist, obviously from this series so far. I'm still really enjoying NASCAR Heat 5. It's just obviously the content won't quite be daily anymore, where obviously I've got to try and focus on trying to build up content in advance. But obviously, if you guys also want to enjoy, make sure you get yourself subscribed as well. But today, I think we are heading to Taggart County Motorplex. Obviously, we had a good race out last time at Jefferson, which wasn't your typical oval. So I don't know if we've got any more like that, or whether it was just the one. So we are definitely back at an oval then for this race. The practice goal is a 19.1. So if this thing actually gets started, we'll see if we can beat that. So in the end, unfortunately, we weren't quite able to get the qualifying time. We missed out by about a tenth of a second in the end. But we are going to jump into qualifying in 18.5, the fastest lap. It seems that the AI, very strong on their 1 lap pace at the moment. So whether we'll be able to get anywhere near that, I'm not too optimistic in all honesty. But we'll wait and see. Hopefully we can just try and get a nice tidy lap hooked up. Obviously we tend to now make up places early on in the races. So let's see what we can do at the final corner. Let's go for a good qualifying lap. But a few days since I played NASCAR Heat 5. So I'm a little bit rusty as well, I would have thought. But just trying to get the power out of turn 1 nice and tidily. Into the final corner. Try and get the nose tucked in. That was an alright line. Up towards finish line. It's going to be a 19.3. So a little way off. 10th place. Not ideal. Ready for this race. We are definitely getting challenged a whole lot more by the AI now. You can see Tony Stewart in 3rd, our main title rival. Bobby Carter got pole. And then Leslie Gomez as well, our other rival at the moment, up in 6th. So good qualifying by them. But anyway, let's get on with this race then here from Taggart. We're going to try and run a bit of a tighter setup, in all honesty. Will hopefully help us out just a little bit. But jumping in to the race then from Taggart Motor Complex. Ryan Foster isn't nearly as fast as expected. Leslie Gomez actually having to use the backup car for this one. And then Bobby Carter is once again on pole position here. He's got 1 lap pace is phenomenal, but trying to get it hooked up in a race, he seems to struggle with just a little bit more. So I think we are at the 1 spot then because of Leslie Gomez's crash during qualifying. So let's do this thing then here from Taggart. It's lights out and away we go. Obviously we've got to be aggressive off the start to try and move past some of the AI that I feel are a bit slower. That was a bit aggressive. But, oh, a lot of understeer on the exit for whatever reason. But we make the moves work. We're straight up into 7th. It's about just trying to get the back end wrapped around, as Tony Stewart already seems to be up into the lead of the race, as we're trying to go for some very aggressive dives up the inside. There is our main title rival, Tony Stewart, as we get up the inside of the pole man there. You can see Stevenson leading the way. 25 laps, obviously, as you'd probably come to expect from most of the races this season there, as we just run into the back of Stevenson. Try and make a move for the lead. I think we accidentally bumped him out wide there, so we've managed to pull that off. A bit of a wobble, bit of a tank slapper off of turn 1, a very high into turn 2. Come on, get the nose in. There goes Stewart, straight back up into the lead of the race. We've got Stevenson as well, trying to look back past us as we head down into 1. Just getting a little bit overzealous, trying to get the back end out, and it's not clearly working for us at the moment. Just need to try and probably hold a bit of a lower line. There isn't enough camber around here to really make the high line work in the way I want it to. But yeah, we need to try and beat Tony Stewart here. You know, obviously we want to win the Dirt Xtreme Tour, but still a long way to go in this season. There's Hunter still just in front of us. We'll move back to the inside. Try not to clip the grass too much. We've been tagged by someone behind, and we're into the wall. And that is going to send us right back down the field. I think we picked up maybe a little bit of damage from that one as well. But we're back down into 6th place, so not ideal. I'm not too sure who it was that tagged us, but they did a good job with it. Sent us completely round. Already now starting to deal with some lap traffic as we get a little bit of a wobble on at the final corner. There's Russell. He actually helped us out there, I think, in all honesty. Helped us get the nose somewhere back where we wanted it in this race, but Norton is still just a few car lengths up the road. Luckily for us, however, Tony Stewart is not leading this race. Obviously, you get a lot of bonus points if you win, so him not leading is very, very useful in terms of the championship. I'd hate to throw it away after such a dominant early spell this season. After, obviously, we finally upped the AI. They became a lot more challenging very, very quickly, and sometimes we've done alright, other times we've struggled to adapt. As Foster there, just going to move him up a little bit high. Try and get the run out of turn 2. Trying not to kick up as much wheel spin and trying not to get as much angle through the car. Seems to be working for us at the moment. But yeah, I think if we can scrape a podium, I'll be quite happy. Up the inside of Norton. That's exactly what we needed to do. Oh, the AI just turned it in on me a little bit there. I know we've been very, very aggressive trying to get the move done on Ryan there, but just, yeah, it's struggling at the moment. I don't even know where P3 is at this stage. I think we're a long way back. Whoever's in the lead is absolutely dominating this one. I've got no idea if P2 and P3 are anywhere near him. But finally getting past a few more cars. Is Tony Stewart 3rd or is he in 2nd? Who knows? 7 to go here, though. Let's see if we can just try and bring it to the flag. 3 to go then here from Taggart. I still can't see where the next cars are, where P3 is in this race. So I think we're going to have to accept a P4 here. We've had so many good podiums in the early races this season, but as I've upped the AI, they've become so OP in qualifying. Unfortunately, we can get close to matching them in races if we get it right, but just making a few mistakes here and there whilst we're still learning the game, everything like that. Obviously, I'm a bit rusty anyway, having not played it for a few days, but one more to go then, and we're looking pretty safe for P4 when all is said and done. I mean, it's good points on the board, especially obviously if Tony Stewart isn't winning. But, you know, we want to be winning races still, man. Obviously, we dominated the early races. We did win Jefferson last time out as well, but I just want to win. Like every driver does on the grid. Anyway, through the final quarter, though, down towards the finish line. It is going to be P4 at the end of the first race of the day there. So a good little result in the end. A speed rating of 99 still, so the game pretty happy with my pace from 10th on the grid. But yeah, it was Caleb Stevenson who becomes the first double winner of the season then, ahead of Tony Stewart and Mark Hunter there. We were a good 6 seconds back in the end, so there was no way we were going to be able to get that. With Anthony Norton, Gomez, Wood, Brock, Carter, and then Lula Cobb rounding out the top 10. Championship-wise, that therefore means we get about $2,300, and we are 17 points clear still at the top, ahead of Tony Stewart. With that result, Caleb Stevenson moves himself straight back up into 5th place. So a good day at the office by him. But yeah, we've got one more race to go here today. I think is it only one more race left before playoffs? It might be. We did get the fastest lap still, somehow there. But I think, yeah, one more race before playoffs. Let's see where we're heading. Oh, sorry. So we do have, now 2 more races before the playoffs here. Round 9 of the season. We've got a few more objectives that we can try and get. We'll once again go for the 3 top 5s in 4 races before the end of the season. But yeah, the Armour Chili 80 then here from Richmond. It is a longer track, so only 20 laps. Let's do this thing. That's a bit more like it. Able to achieve the goal this time round, which does give me a big confidence boost ready for this race. But I quite like this track. It is very, very good fun. Obviously a bit higher speed. Don't really want to try and get the back end out as much as well, obviously, because the corners aren't anywhere near as tight, which kind of suits my style a bit more, I think. Go for one more lap here in practice. Are we going to improve? Not quite, but only half 10th off. Let's jump into qualifying then. Here from, where is it? Sorry, I completely forgot. Richmond, wasn't it? I can remember names. What is going to be the pole time to beat a 21.6? Maybe today we can get back on top. We will have to wait and see. We've got 1 lap to try and get it hooked up. The goal is a 22.0, so we should be able to beat that. But hopefully, I don't want to get too overconfident. but I feel like there's potential of a good result here today at Richmond. Hopefully the pace is good. 150 miles an hour down in towards turn 2 on the dirt feels quite scary. I'll be honest. Out of the final corner though, up towards the finish line. Let's see if we can try and get a lap hooked up. Just a bit of a blend into one. I'm still trying to hold a tight line. I know some of the AI were running a lot higher through one there, but it's worked out for us as we get as close to the wall as we dare. Down into 2, just try and use a bit of the camera on the way in, gives us the rotation through, up towards the finish line. What's it going to be? A 21.7. So we beat the goal, but it's 3rd place on the grid with our fast starts. Hopefully, that is an okay place to begin in. Tony Stewart gets the pole ahead of Bobby Carter and myself, Luda Cobb, in 4th, ahead of Jones, Hunter, Davis, Ackerman, Anderson, and Hoffman there. So neither... we haven't got Caleb Stevenson or Leslie Gomez anywhere near the top, down in 13th and 16th respectively. So not a good qualifying for those two, but the two title rivals, very, very close. Race goal is 5th place. Let's do this thing here from Richmond. Feeling good. Hopefully, like I said in the last one, you know, we want to be winning there. Ralph Higgins struggling all weekend. Kenny Cates is willing to help us out. And then Tony Stewart obviously is on pole position. So, our main championship rival, starting just in front of us here at Richmond. Can we get a good clean start, get past the 37 of Bobby Carter, and then just have an all-out duke with Tony Stewart. Green flag racing here at Richmond, down in towards turn 1. Carter's going to bail out straight away. Tony Stewart just in front of us. We're going to try and look to the inside, a little bit of contact. We've got the top speed though down the straight, and we've made it work. We're straight up into the lead here at Richmond as we almost understeer out towards the wall. Tony might get a bit of a run on us, just seeing in the mirror. I don't think he quite has this time round. So that was exactly the start we needed, straight up into the lead here at Richmond. Let's see if we can try and build up a little bit of a gap. A very quick answer to that is no. Lap 3, Tony Stewart trying to look up the inside. Is he going to be able to make it work? We go way too deep into the corner to try and keep it hooked up. But I think he's there on the inside of us. But we get the run down the straight. This thing is still very, very quick. Down the straights. Just skimming the walls there as Tony Stewart sneaks up the inside. Might be able to get a run back up the inside into turn 1 though. This thing is just so fast on the straight, so these sort of higher speed ovals really do suit us a lot more. As again, we dink the wall there, but we hold on to it. Tony Stewart very, very good at holding the slide. He's actually muscled his way to the inside of us. He's going to move us up to the high line and get himself back into the lead of the race. A bit of a squeeze down into 1. Going to try and knock him a little bit loose there. The typical old bump and run, but he holds on to it. And Tony Stewart still leads the way. Closing up to lap traffic. Still fairly early on here, but we're still trying to hang Tony Stewart. See if we can try and get back past him again. Down in through 1. A very, very aggressive move, but the title rivals duke it out for another race victory here. Can we get the move done? Chuck it nice and deep into the corner, but we've done it. We've pulled it off, and we're back up into the lead here at Richmond. Near enough at the halfway stage now as Willis there gets in the way. Try and just chuck it into 1, get the rotation, get the back end out just a little bit, and let's see if we can make a bit of a breakaway. On to lap 13 though, the battle is still very, very intense with both Tony Stewart and Hunter here. You can see Hoffman just in front of us. We're trying to get around this lap traffic as quickly as we can, but it's not always working in our favour here. It's sort of just one time you'll get an advantage. That isn't a very good line. Through the first corner. Yeah, one time round you'll get the advantage. Next time round you get held up and Tony Stewart will be trying to look back up the inside. Speaking about back up the inside, that was a full send into a turn 2. Can we get the run around the outside of Scott? Don't move across me, buddy. Thank you. Got way more overspeed than a lot of these guys, but I think we've now got a little bit of safety again, and I think it's Hunter actually I'm going to P2 of the race as well there, so he's doing quite well. Lapping Higgins again, and trying to get around Bobby Carter. Very, very good qualifying pace, but I have no idea what happens to Bobby Carter in the races. He just seems to completely fall away. No! 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 What was the lap car doing? Oh my god, we've accidentally completely rejoined there and I think caused chaos. It's all gone wrong. Oh my god, we're still getting collected. That's been a monster shunt. We're down to P3 at the very best. Tony Stewart's going to be gifted a race victory there as the lap car just didn't back out. We accidentally went across him. Oh, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong just as we're getting close to playoffs. I thought another win would be perfect, but it looks like, yeah, there's nothing we're going to be able to do now to close up to Tony Stewart. He's going to make it, well, not quite 2 from 2, but he's going to make it, sorry, his second win of the season, even I should say, and that is a big haul of points that we've lost out on here today. Not what we needed there. Like I said, I don't actually remember which AI it was that just tried to keep the nose there. I thought they'd backed out of it. We accidentally came across them, and just then we couldn't save the snap oversteer that you so often get on NASCAR Heat 5. In through the final corner though, Tony Stewart makes it 2 wins this season. We come through for another podium, but that should have been a W in that one. A speed rating of 99 again. We really should have got a lot more out of that at the end of the day. Then Mark Hunter in second. Leslie Gomez recovers to third ahead of Wood, Ackerman, Stevenson, Brock Davis and Russell. Championship-wise, though, what's it going to be looking like? Not good, I don't think, in all honesty. We're 11 points clear at the moment. We're 47 ahead of Leslie Gomez in P3, and then she's only 4 now ahead of Mark Hunter, who seems to have always been consistent this season. Never quite got the W, but has been consistent nonetheless. But the battle between myself and Tony Stewart really, really heating up, as we've got one more race before the playoffs, but that'll obviously have to wait for another day. Fastest lap still, a 21.8 in the end. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, do make sure you get yourself subscribed for more NASCAR Heat 5. A couple of rough races out today. We need to try and get back into a rhythm and try to get more comfortable with the game once again. But that'll do us for this video though, guys. I will see you ready very, very soon. This video was helped made possible by our first channel member. A big, big thank you to the Travesty for becoming a member of our channel. You can join him and be featured on these end clips as well as a few other exclusive perks for just £1 a month by clicking the join icon below.